don't worry, Tall Paul. Paul
What?
Joseph, Jack Silver, the Producers Podcast. This podcast is chock full of good stuff for the listener.
I'm so happy I got the email. I'm so happy.
Don't worry about a thing. We got this thing covered from top to bottom.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good to go. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, because we're going to get into some NFL towards the end.
Okay.
Because Super Bowl 55 is right around the corner. Mm-hmm. We're also going to talk about some Wall Street mania, which is going off at this time.
Yep.
I've also got a hot talk topic.
Ooh.
I want to throw out there for you because, the young producers need to know that every day you got to come in with something that, boxer shorts, friend or foe, what's your favorite color, jelly bean, those kind of things that really light the phones up, get them going.
I think so. Yeah. I think so. I love it.
Yeah.
How is this weather treating you? Because the rain, I look at my hair. See, I wear a hat.
You had to wear a hat outside?
Yeah, well, it was pouring rain when I went out this morning, and so I wore a hat, and then look what I get.
Yeah, well, that there was a song that said it never rains in California or Southern California.
What a lie that was.
Well, the guy wasn't around for this deluge that's going on out there. So,
I mean, you okay around your house? Everything's all right?
Yeah. I live in a townhouse type of thing, so as long as the gutters don't get overflowed, we're good to go. And
excellent.
Actually, we went out for a little walk between the raindrops this morning because but it is, Paul. It's amazing how, on these on your phone, how they can actually, when you go to the weather app and you look at the weather in your area, they can pinpoint it down to like it's going to be drizzling at 10 o'clock.
I know.
Thunderstorm at 10:30, sunny skies at 10:45. So we've been trying to work our walks in.
I got to give you credit. You're walking like crazy. I mean, rain, sleet, snow. Jack Silver is out there.
I'm like the mailman, Paul.
You are really. I wish you were my mailman. My mail came at like 7:30 last night.
Yeah, that slogan where rain, sleet, snow, nothing stops the mailman. I don't think they're hip to the 2021 version of the U.S. mail. Yeah,
no. I think a good what is it? Dunkin' Donuts in the area stops a mailman.
Well, that's
I really do. I think
that's a problem. Yeah. So we got that, and then you have found some great commercial, and it's a little disturbing, but these are some very effective commercials. It's another lesson for the young producers.
Okay.
You want to get results, and then we'll start out Tall Paul Joseph, Jack Silver, the Producers Podcast.
Yes.
Season 3, episode 7, Paul. I mean, where has the time gone? Yeah.
Here we go.
With, there's a slogan or this saying that people talk about, which is, you had one thing to do.
Yeah.
And I believe what that refers to is, if you have one thing to do, don't screw it up.
Yeah, kind of nail down the edges and make sure that you're ready to go and that you can deliver the one thing that you have to say in a certain way, right? Especially if you're Chuck Schumer, I believe.
Well, you start out with a great example of that. So let me do this. Let me share the screen with you.
Okay.
Bring up a little Chucky Schumer.
Yeah.
Because he had a speech that he was given talking about, I'll go full screen.
Full screen on him. And he's the, what's his new title since they took charge of it?
Well, dude, as you know, we don't talk a lot of politics on the Producers Podcast. And I don't know. He's some big muckety muck. I think
he's a high-ranking.
He's a high-ranking muckety muck in the Democratic thing. And I think he's Amy Schumer's uncle, just so you know.
Yes, he is.
The actress. Actually. Well, anyway, he was given a speech, and he kind of had a little snafu. So let me see if I can give that to you.
Yeah.
Under the heading of, I've got one thing to do, Chuck. Okay. Don't screw it up.
And this is in the Capitol.
There will be a trial, and when that trial ends, senators will have to decide if they believe Donald John Trump incited the insurrection.
No, wait a minute. I don't know how many erections Donald J. Trump has incited, but I don't think he wanted to mention it there. I don't know what was on Chucky's mind when he said all this stuff, honestly.
Well, it's funny. That's a great point. I mean, dude, what were you thinking? How does that even come out? I do know that insurrection and erection kind of sound the same.
But there's it's not like a slur. There's a hard E in erection. Pardon the pun.
Yeah.
But you know, there is a hearty in erection, whereas with insurrection, it's kind of a soft intro, insurrection. And I don't know how you make that mistake.
I don't either. And the takeaway is, in this world of Twitter and Snapchat and Instagram, that thing went viral in 2 seconds.
Could I hear that one more time?
Oh, Christ. Hold on.
I mean, once when you're standing in the Capitol building, facing Madam President and whomever else is there, Speaker of the House, Pelosi.
Yeah, this comes out of your pie hole?
Yeah, this is what you're waiting for. So you kept the night before. First of all, he has trouble with the former president's name.
Right. There will be a trial, and when that trial ends, senators will have to decide if they believe Donald John Trump incited the insurrection against the United States.
Okay, now
it's an absolute winner. By the way, it's an absolute winner.
In the slang world, which he gets hung up on the word John. Yeah. You know, which hookers use as when they're servicing somebody, that's the term they use, that they're John. Got it. So he gets hung up on John, and then he leaps forward to erection. I don't know what he was thinking about. I think we should call Amy Schumer and have her on the show.
If you tie a bow around that thing between John and erection, he might have a few things on his mind. Well, again, you had one thing to do, Chuck. Just go through that little speech. It's only about 15 seconds. You can't screw that up.
Please. Just say, Donald J. Trump, is he involved in the insurrection?
You almost screwed it up.
Well, I was doing that on purpose.
Oh, okay. And also, too, you don't have to go Donald John Trump. Maybe that threw him up. Just Donald J. or Donald or President J. Anyway, Chuck, that's a good example. You had one thing to do. Now here's another one. I don't know if you ever heard of this guy. His name, let's see where, his name is something. Kevin De Leon. He's an LA
councilman.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Now, hold on. Let me see. What have I done?
Now, this character.
Did I share the screen with you yet, or am I?
Not yet. I'm waiting for that share.
Okay. I have a little bit of an issue.
Because he had a problem with the Pledge of Allegiance, which is, when they open the different houses or senates or whatever, they alternate who's going to do the pledge each time.
Right. So this is the all right. So let's see. Let me try to get this up. Get a little full screen out of this guy.
Right. And he's down below there.
And
he's still not there. Oh God.
Pledge of Allegiance this morning.
Thank you very much, Madam President. It'd be an honor. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Off to a good start.
Big delay.
Indivisible. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Oh boy.
For which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
All
right. Now let's cut to the chase.
Yeah.
Bro, in theater terms, you went up on your lines.
Yeah. I mean, who is this guy? How many times has he heard the Pledge of Allegiance? You could say that in your sleep. Anybody could say that.
Sure.
Is it maybe? And I can't even think he has stage fright, because these council people are in front of people all day long. They're talking, so it's not like he was afraid, because they said, "Spotlight on you. Do the Pledge of Allegiance." Right.
And I'll even do you one better, Paul. Since if you saw that video, there were the two ladies with their masks.
Yes.
Then it went to a picture of the flag.
Yeah.
So you weren't on camera. Here's an idea for you, bro.
How about having it in your
take out your script? I pledge of allegiance. What is it? I pledge allegiance to the flag.
To the flag of the United States of America.
Okay. And what else?
And then undivided.
No.
He said
to the republic. Isn't there
undivided to the and to the you're supposed to say to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right.
I mean, that it's very simple.
Well, it is. And if you were called upon, just like right now, like if I was called upon to do that, I might screw it up too. But if I knew, they said, "Hey, Councilman De Leon, this week at the meeting, you're going to have one thing to do. Can you commit to doing the Pledge of Allegiance?"
Right.
I got it, folks. I got it. Not only do I have it, I'm going to write it down.
You're going to have it right here.
I'm going to have it right here on some cue cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the councilman wrote, and he just did it off the top of his head. So when he got to that part, he went undivided. But what I really like in the whole thing, it's not even the undivided. It's that long pause before he says undivided.
Right. And obviously, it was obvious that he freaked out or he forgot it.
Oh, he knew, in that moment, he was going, oh my God, do I just stop? Do I go back, start over? Or do I just say a word that comes to me? And he unfortunately decided to say the word undivided.
Yeah. And Lord knows, a lot of times there's been many instances of people singing the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah.
And they've messed it up.
Yeah.
Now that one I do kind of understand because it's a long song. It really doesn't make much sense if you kind of just to say it out loud and then you're singing it.
Yeah.
That I kind of understand if you screw up a little bit and you go south on that. But the Pledge of Allegiance.
Come on, since we're
on a cue card
every day.
So that's a very good example of you had one thing to do and you screwed it up.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get to your commercial, Paul.
Which I can't wait, by the way.
I know you can. And you did a hell of a job. Again, you young producers, go out and do a little hunting.
Yeah.
Find the gems, the nuggets, bring them to the show, and then we'll dissect them. Right in front of your eyes. But
that's it.
Okay. Hot talk topic.
Yes.
Which usually refers to something totally stupid but I saw this somewhere the other day. I don't know where I saw it. I'd give somebody credit, but who cares? In the shower, Tall Paul, do you face the shower sprayer thing? The what is that called? The shower
nozzle.
spray? The nozzle. Do you face the shower nozzle and wash yourself, or do you turn around and let it hit your back and do it that way? Shower nozzles, front or back?
I'm a 50-50 guy because what I do is when I first get in, you know how it's even though the water may be warm, you're still a little cold. So I turn my back and I let that water run down my neck because it feels really good and my back for a minute. It's kind of like a mini massage while I get accustomed to the water. Once accustomed to the water, Jack Silver, I make that turn 180 degrees and I face it head on. Then I apply the shampoo first.
Yeah.
Then I get that out of my hair. Yeah. Then I go for the full soap on the body, but I do it frontwards.
Okay. You do the soap on the body after you do your hair? Because isn't that, I guess that makes sense. Well, to me, I think I'm pretty much the way you do it. I think you got to be a 50-50 person. I don't know how you could only face the thing. Because what about you when you got to wash your tuchus?
Right. I mean, all of it, there's a lot of areas that need attention. And it's like, how are you going to do that? You could do the reach around, I guess, but that's not maybe the best thing. I agree. I think, why? Is there a lot of people saying they only do their back?
Well, in this hot talk topic that I saw, there seemed to be a split. Some people just face the shower nozzle, wash, do the reach around, I guess.
Yeah.
Or the other way where and to your point, some people don't like water coming right at them if it's a little cool until it warms up. It was kind of a split thing, but it's one of those topics where who even ever thought about such a thing?
Well, you hear these things. It's like, first of all, I want to find out what you've been reading because I don't even know where you find that. So that's an interesting thing in itself to see how you spend your time, what you're reading. But my dad was in the service and he told me when he came back, he was young. He was 21 when he came back or something. But he said it was, they didn't have washcloths. So you washed completely with your hands.
Oh.
So he said it took a while for him to get back used to using the washcloth because he hadn't done it in all the years, the years he was in the service.
Yeah, well,
that's just the thing.
That can be a little sidebar. So as you're facing or you have your back to the nozzle, do you actually use a washcloth? Because I think there are some people who don't. And I don't know how you clean some intimate areas without that damn thing.
I don't know. And I think I don't want to know.
Well, good. And again, and producerly speaking, this is why radio is having a little difficult time because if this is a hot talk topic, it's 7:10.
Well,
and we break this out now quickly. ironically, it would probably fire the phones up because everybody has this shared experience of either facing the nozzle or turning your back to the nozzle.
Everybody.
All right. So it's a universal topic. So you kids producing talk shows, find something like.
Yeah. And while we're on the subject,
yes,
just briefly, I don't understand baths at all. I mean, to me, sitting in a bath with the dirty water that you just washed yourself with, and getting that film of the soap, which, because the soap leaves a film if you don't wash it off.
Sure.
To me, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. Now, I understand there's a relaxation involved, and I understand you can drink wine while you're doing it. You can do all that.
I can drink wine in the shower, just FYI.
You do?
Well, I have no problem. I don't need a bath to drink. Right.
Yeah, I think you wear one of those hats where the thing goes right in your mouth. But yeah, I don't understand that. So if someone, we'd love to hear your comments on this. At the end of this, we ask you to leave comments.
Right.
And do all that. Let's see what everyone says, what they do and how they do it.
And to tie a bow around it, I'm not a bath person either. My wife is, maybe your wife June is as well. I don't know. The little ladies seem to enjoy a bath.
The bubble bath thing. Yeah.
Bubble bath. It's relaxing. You put the candles on. And by the way, back in the day, during my dating period between marriages, if the woman wanted to take a bath, I'm right in there. Let's take a bath together.
Yeah, well, that's more for me. That was more of a hot tub situation.
Well, you call it a hot tub.
Yeah, of course, the hot tub, because then you got the, your drink with you, and you're talking, and you've seen Bachelor,
Oh no, I know, Paul. Believe me, I might look like I just fell off the turnip truck, but I didn't. All right, so that's that topic. Let's put a check by that, and let's replay that bit at 8:35.
Yeah, let's please
it's
recycle the bits. Come on, Jack, don't crash the plane.
No, I won't. All right, real quick. All right, so now, all right, we've only got the last topic.
Oh, the last topic.
Oh, good. Thank God, because I get all heated up, and I know. The NFL.
Yes.
The first thing I'll say is for 256 games plus the postseason, without any cancellations of games due to COVID, the NFL somehow has pulled a rabbit out of their butts.
Right.
Finished the season strong. We're ready for the Super Bowl. It's going to be Tampa Bay with Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs coming right up. But Paul, looking back, I don't know if you remember, I had picked the Packers and the Chiefs.
Yes, you did.
Yes. And the Packers kind of laid an egg.
Yeah, and I picked the Bucks and the Bills.
Right, and the Bills kind of laid an egg. So between the two of us, we were 50-50. There's only 4 teams, So just looking back quickly, which is not the best thing to do, but Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers got sacked 5 times.
Yeah.
Bad. 2 fumbles by Aaron Jones, 1 recovered by the other team. Bad. And then Tom Brady was intercepted 3 times in the second half, and very few points, if any, as I recall, were scored off of that.
Yeah, right.
And then the 4th down, they didn't go for it, and they laid an egg.
Yeah, it was pretty ugly.
What was your take on why the Bills lost?
Just they were outplayed, you know, and I thought the coaching fell down. I think there were a couple of 4th and 3s that they punted that they should have gone for, because when you as a coach, in my opinion, as a coach playing Mahomes, your whole strategy should be, I got to keep the ball away from this guy, of course, at almost any cost.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when you're 4th and 3 and in an area where really it's not, it's not that dangerous, you're not going to do it down by the 30-yard line,
right?
Your own 30. But if you're at their 40 or even at the 50.
Yeah.
I say you have to go for it. And they were in that situation twice, and they punted it away and gave the ball right back to Mahomes, and he went down and scored. And it's like, you got to keep the ball away from him.
Right. And you bring up a great point about coaching, because, a lot of people love young whippersnappers and up and comers, and, Matt LaFleur of the Packers, Sean McDermott of the Bills. Both young, both up-and-comers, came off of great coaching trees along the way, but they got out-coached by the salty old Andy Reid and even saltier, older Bruce Arians.
Yeah, and to that point, you're 100% right. They'll be playing golf during the Super Bowl. and
the young guys, while
yeah.
the old guys will be on the sidelines,
right
down in Tampa. So look, next week we'll talk about we'll handicap the game.
Yep.
It's going to be a good Super Bowl, I think.
Yep.
Even though I would rather see the Packers in there, you'd rather see the Bills in there. But Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Chiefs, Bucks. We'll talk about that next time on the Producers Podcast, because he's Paul Joseph. I'm Jack Silver. So
yes,
we will see you on the next edition of this big bad Producers Podcast.
I can't wait.
All right, bro. Talk to you in a bit.
See you.